Hello, this is Celestia Astrology and I'm Sonia. Thank you for joining me to take this look at the new moon in Pisces. This is happening at 20 degrees on March the 10th. I'll be taking a deep dive into looking at the astrology of this new moon, and then I've got an AstroMindfulness exercise for you, which I hope will help you align more closely with the opportunity this new moon brings to align more closely with some of the shadows in our unconscious and in our dream world. I'll put a note in the description of what time the Astro Mindfulness starts if you want to skip straight to it. But first we'll look at the astrology. And new moons come at a time when the sun and the moon are together in the sky. They meet at the same degree and they mark the beginning of a lunar cycle, roughly every 28 days. And they symbolise new beginnings, fresh starts, an opportunity for growth. They're often potent moments for us to set new intentions and to manifest our desires. And as the moon aligns with the sun, the moon itself passes through a phase from the dark moon, a small death and rebirth. And this new moon that we're looking at is happening in Pisces, and this is a mutable water sign. And this embodies the qualities of water. The water can't be contained in any particular form. Shows us the benefits of adaptability and of containing emotion. And it often symbolises emotions and memories and intuition. The mutable signs come at the end of a season before we transition to the start of a new season. And that will happen at the spring equinox when we move into Aries. In the mutable sign, it's not fully one thing and not yet another. So there's this quality of attention being held between the two things, and the need for a balance to be found, or the ability to shift from one thing to another. And Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter we find currently in Taurus, which is a Venus-ruled sign. And Taurus is a fixed sign, and Venus is currently in Aquarius, and Venus is also the exalted ruler of Pisces, and Aquarius is also a fixed sign. So we have a lot of fixed energy coming in to meet this adaptable, mutable sign of Pisces. The rulers, Jupiter and the exalted ruler Venus, are both themselves in fixed signs, and they're adding a stabilizing energy. Fixed signs will see the project through, where the cardinal sign initiates things, has all the great ideas, all the plans, all the dreams, and gets things started. The fixed signs are the ones that have the staying power and the persistence and the stickability, if you like, to see something through and get the hard yards in, to keep going when obstacles are met, to find a different way through. So they're adding this grounded and persistent dimension to the dreaminess of the Piscean atmosphere. So there's an element with this new moon of not only having this ethereal quality, but also the potential of things getting done here. And also, while we look at these energy shifts between the fixed and the mutable qualities, we also see that Mercury, the planet of communication, has only just left Pisces and entered Aries at 0 degrees. And this transition signifies a reset in our ability to express and act upon the intuitive insights that Mercury has gathered during its transition through Pisces. And that at the time of the new moon, it's time to bring these visions into those tangible actions that Mercury will take when he begins his journey through Aries. Pisces is also a feminine sign, or a yin sign, and as such that encourages introspection and reflection. We turn our eyes inwards rather than taking actions out in the world, and we look and delve into the depths of our emotions, and we connect with our inner selves. And the energy of this new moon is inviting us to tap into our intuition and to nurture our spiritual side, to get more connected with it. When we're looking at astrology, we look at the essential dignity, and for that we can look at the ruler and the exaltation ruler, but we can also look at the bound and the decan. And this new moon falls in the third decan of Pisces. And this decan is ruled by Mars. And it also falls within Mars's bound, which means that Mars is providing all of the resources that the new moon will need. And Mars is also currently in the fixed sign of Aquarius. So again, we have this fixed energy coming in. So there's a unique blend here with Mars's assertive energy and action-taking instinct, with the stability of the fixed sign bringing determination and perseverance. And also to give, for those of you who are watching on YouTube or on Substack, I've given an extra layer of insight with this visual from the Wild Way Oracle deck by pulling the card that represents the decan that the new moon falls in. And for the third decan of Pisces, the keywords that this card gives us are give your all, passionate quest, and martyrdom. The card is showing us in Pisces 3, the third decan of Pisces, the kingfisher, and he's pursuing this fish, this little minnow, but it looks like the river is shallow and dangerous for him to dive in. But he doesn't care. He's determined. He's taking this deep dive in just to get that fish that he's set his quest to. He's giving his all to this. But is it worth the risk? Is it a sacrifice? Is it a necessary sacrifice? So these are the questions that we're being asked to reflect upon at this time when we set our intentions or we look at what's beginning new for us. Where are we taking the risks? What are we making the sacrifices for? To whom are we giving everything? Are we willing to make these sacrifices? Are we choosing the right recipients for our efforts? And when you reflect on these questions, just see if there's any adjustments needed. And this would be a time to realign if so. And we also look at the aspects of this lunation. Also in Pisces, we see that it's co-present with Saturn and also Neptune still in Pisces. And it's also forming a sextile to Uranus in Taurus. Saturn can be considered a malefic planet associated with challenge, discipline and lessons. It can be the lord of time and karma. And it can also show us our shadow side. And this can be why we can be looking deeper into the shadows of Pisces and the deeper meaning of those dreams and the ethereal qualities of the spiritual side at this time because of this presence of Saturn here. Saturn's adding a touch of seriousness and the call to introspection and the need to question. And this pairing can bring a sense of responsibility, urging us to evaluate also our long-term goals and commitments. Saturn asks us to mature and respects when we commit and work hard for something over a long period of time. This moon brings an opportunity to embrace the discipline needed to manifest our dreams and overcome obstacles on our spiritual journey. There's also the sextile between the new moon and Uranus in Taurus, and it reminds us that in Taurus what's happening is that Jupiter is coming very close to Uranus, and in April, on April the 21st, we'll see a conjunction between Uranus and Jupiter, and that only happens every 13 to 14 years, so it's quite a rare occurrence. And this is coming closer, so we're seeing that this, because this moon has an aspect to this, it's bringing some of that energy in. So it's kind of like a opening performance, or it's like an introductory performance, a chance to see what the themes might be for you. This is a harmonious aspect, bringing opportunities and positive connections between the planets. Uranus is associated with innovation, sudden breakthroughs, sudden realizations, or sudden changes. And it brings an electrifying energy to this aspect. Sextile to Uranus suggests that the intuitive and dreamy nature of Pisces can find innovative and practical solutions, especially the material, sensual, Venusian and earthy matters that Taurus signifies. And this alignment urges us to embrace change, to think outside of the box, to tap into unconventional approaches to achieve our goals, and also to pay attention when those sudden insights come through. Pay attention to them because they're telling you something important. So these aspects accompanying this new moon in Pisces add these layers of complexity to this new moon. Saturn's influence is challenging us to build a solid foundation for these dreams that are floating in and out of our consciousness, while the sextile to Uranus is providing a spark of creativity and potential breakthroughs. So as you navigate through this time, remember that these challenges can be stepping stones to your growth, and if an unexpected opportunity does come up, do seize it and do look into it further, but do take care not to take any unnecessary risks. Please do share any of your thoughts in the comments below, or any of your experiences. I'd love to hear if any of these things come through for you. And if it's okay with you, I'd like to remind you before we move on to the AstroMindfulness exercise that as a small channel, it really does help to have your likes and your subscribes, your feedback or your comments. Every interaction really helps, so I'd be really grateful. And also, if you're watching on Substack or Spotify, ratings help the channel as well. So I'm really grateful for any way that you could support this content if you're enjoying it. Thank you so much. So now we'll move to the AstroMindfulness exercise. And I'd like to invite you to just take a few moments to settle yourself comfortably, whether you prefer to walk or sit or lie down. Just make sure you're comfortable and settled in your own space. And take a moment to bring yourself into the present moment. And settle yourself into your body. You may wish to close your eyes or just rest your gaze gently downwards. Bring your attention to your breathing. You don't need to alter your breathing in any way. Just pay close attention to how you breathe. Follow the journey of the air as you breathe in and then out. Become curious about the air entering your body. And see, as you breathe out, if you can feel yourself relaxing. Make a mental scan from the top of your head. And as you breathe out, feel every part of your body start to relax and let go of your day, your week, your month, with every breath out. As you scan down your body, just release any tension that you find. In your face, maybe your jaw, your cheeks, your mouth, your throat, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your chest, your abdomen, your hips, your legs, your knees, your shins, your ankles, your feet, all the way down to your toes. And if you did find any tension, just return to it now. Breathe into that space. And as you breathe out, just release the tension that you found. As you breathe, bring your attention to your feet. Could you feel their connection with the floor or the earth beneath you? Imagine you feel their connection with the earth below. Maybe there are roots growing down from your feet into the earth. As you breathe out, send energy down into the earth. Every time you breathe out, it's getting deeper and deeper down into the earth. And then as you breathe in, breathe energy up from the earth into your body, creating a circuit that grounds you deeply with the earth that supports and sustains our life. Maybe you feel gratitude for the earth or from the earth. And as you feel connected in this breathing, see if you can imagine a scene of the mystical waters of Pisces. Maybe you see those waters as a lake, a serene moonlit lake, or maybe it's a seascape, an ocean. Wherever you visualize it, you're standing just at the edge. The moon is new, so there's barely any light, but the stars are bright and they're lighting your way. There's a dreamy ambience, and you're breathing, connected with the earth. The air seems tinged with a sense of magic and mystery. The stars seem to have a story to tell you. Dip your toes into the water. How does it feel? Does it feel warm, welcoming, encouraging, familiar? It welcomes you in. You walk deeper and deeper in. It's comfortable. It's warm. It feels so fluid, welcoming, safe, like a warm bath. Feel yourself ready to surrender to the water. Surrender to its gentle lapping movements. Allow the fluidity of the Piscean waters to carry you into a dream world where reality and imagination are dancing in harmony. As you wade deeper in, you know that you are safe. You know that you are breathing, however deep you go. And you know that you can go deep. You know that you can go beyond the water. For this is a dream world, and you are safe. You sense the energy of the planets aligning above, but also below. The fixed energy of Jupiter in Taurus and Venus in Aquarius blends with the mutable waters of Pisces, creating a harmonious current that carries you effortlessly as you surrender and allow the waters to take you where they will. You surrender to this cosmic flow, trusting the journey as you navigate the currents of your dreams. Maybe, in your dream, you're being taken to an ancient ruin below the water's surface, guarded by Mars. The warrior planet, ruling the third decan of Pisces. Visualize Mars's energy as a guiding light, illuminating your path now through this dream world. Embrace the passionate quest that lies before you. As you venture deeper into this dream world, you know that you can go into this ancient ruin. You somehow feel that this symbolically represents the chambers of your consciousness, holding memories and experiences for you. Each room is a key to unlocking a part of your inner self. You're free now to explore these ancient halls, observing the ancient carvings on the walls that tell the story of your own journey. Feel the resonance of memories that have shaped you, unlocking wisdoms stored within your subconscious. What do you see? What stays with you? What do you hope to see? Do you fear what you might find here? Do be honest with yourself. In one large room, you feel the presence and you know that it's Saturn. He greets you and urges you to reflect on significant moments and lessons in your life. He encourages you to embrace any insights gained from challenges and recognize the growth that has occurred. He may have a symbol or a gift for you to symbolize the next step for you. Spend a moment with Saturn and see if he has a message just for you. Thank Saturn when you are ready to move on. You can always return to this dream escape whenever you want to. The flow of the water takes you to another room where Uranus's energy meets you, surprises you with innovative and unexpected memories, ones that you'd forgotten. These moments may have brought about sudden shifts and changes, shaping a unique path for you in unexpected ways. You hadn't realised quite how that had happened, but you see it now. You see the pattern in it. Uranus has some insights to offer you about your way forward. Spend some time now with Uranus. See what he can say to you. And again, you feel the water starting to move you forward, so you thank Uranus and continue to move on. You explore these ruins, finding out things about yourself you hadn't realised, deepening your connection with the celestial energies that surround you. You see the stars and the new moon casting their gentle glow on your path. They are revealing their hidden insights, and the moon is nurturing your spirit. I'll leave you for a moment to continue to explore your dream world. Allow yourself to wander. Explore the imagery that unfolds and connect with the emotions that arise. Embrace the stillness. And if your mind wanders, as minds do, always bring your attention back to your breathing. You're breathing and you are safe. And there you find yourself back at the beginning, just outside the ruins, with a lot of these thoughts swirling around. You know it's a lot to integrate, and yet it's unconscious, so there's no need to remember everything. Take a moment now. As you breathe in these insights, and allow these insights and serenity gained during this meditation to assimilate within you. And as you breathe out, release any resistance to accepting these insights. Breathe in, allowing these insights and the serenity gained during this meditation to assimilate within you. And breathe out, releasing any resistance to accepting these insights. Breathe in, allowing these insights and the serenity gained during this meditation to assimilate within you. And breathe out, releasing any resistance to accepting these insights. And so you gently allow the water to lift you up to the surface and gently start to emerge again from this dream world. Take a moment to express gratitude for the insights and serenity gained during this meditation, for the planets, the sun and the moon, for this new moon in Pisces, Jupiter and Venus, Saturn and Mars, and Uranus. Know that you can return to this dream world whenever you need guidance or solace, just to escape to your own inner world. Thank you so much for joining me for this meditation inspired by the new moon in Pisces, and I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you're enjoying my work and you'd like to find out more about your personal astrology, then my books are currently open for private readings for astrology and for astro coaching. So I'd love to meet you. You can book with me at celestiaastrology.com. Thank you.